Okay. When last we left, obviously you had cleared out the tower, and you'd read in the various or the stuff leading up to this what has happened that evening, kind of, at least in the beginning part of the evening, before everyone can gather together um, and discuss the next courses of action, probably on the main level. Um, Everyone here, everyone's got awareness probably very, very high at this point, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Mhm.
So anybody can definitely tell there's a little bit of I don't know, something in the air between Inzel and Armir. Um, a
Fight, 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 fight.
little angst, something going on. But nevertheless, they are acting okay as they as you guys begin to look over these things. Um, the maps that were taken from the tower are mostly topographical and poorly done. Um, Probably by the Orcish Rangers. But two that were discovered in the commander's bedchamber are more sophisticated. And one with some detail on an area surrounding a fortress called Thuring Thuringwathost. And this is, you assume, is the fortress of Miramor, that you are trying to make it to. Utilizing these, Talisrit and Armir, who also seem to have issues a little bit with each other, because Talisrit doesn't trust
I have no issue. You're an idiot.
You're
Fine.
you're a fool. Yeah, all humans are though, right?
Hey, look,
Yeah.
Intel agrees. Intel agrees.
Yeah. And this is
Hands
one
up.
thing in which we are in complete agreement.
Oh my goodness. And Armir and Talisrid can come up with a plan utilizing those maps. If you choose to take the swamp boat across the marsh lake before following a marked trail to a well that is an alternate entrance, or in the case of the map, an escape route listed by the Orc Rangers, that also leads obviously back into the Underhalls beneath the fortress where the orcs are normally housed. This would be, in their minds, probably the most advantageous way to try to take on a full-on evil fortress, other than walking up and pretending to be the Dark Lady who's already
I don't think that'll work twice.
right. That's probably not going to work again, but yeah. So that takes a couple of hours of discussion, pointing at maps, utilizing little things.
What about sending these birds that we already have with notices with spottings in different areas?
To clear some of the fortress out?
Yes.
That's certainly a possibility, because he has the
Say,
only
hey,
question. The only question with that would be, is the power of the lady stronger than that of the ring? If she has some question or she sees some enchantment on the birds themselves, would we identify ourselves? But no, it is a good thought. If that's something you wish to do, at least it would clear some of the fortress out. Yeah, that's the hope, right?
that'd be the hope.
Yeah.
Just
But
an
that
idea.
would have to be a group vote. But obviously the ring is more than capable of bending these birds to the will and having them lie.
Well, as Talzer and Armir come to talking about the maps, I'll bring that up to Karen Thayer and the rest of them. Say, hey, what about using the birds out as a kind of a decoy?
And hand send the birds to tell them that this where we are is under siege or something.
Or
Further out.
that they've spotted something to the west, someplace where you're not going to be.
Maybe
And
someplace we've already been, or
they would need to investigate that.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, we're not out anything.
Right. Because you're definitely not saying, hey, I mean,
We're on the way.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, the birds would say the fortress was taken. We don't know what happened to him, but nevertheless. Yeah, so he can use the charm of the ring to send several of those ravens back toward the fortress before you leave.
Because
That
chances are that ranger probably used that ring to send the message to begin with.
most likely. Yeah.
So chances are she's probably going to believe it.
Right. Yeah, that would be the best way for the ravens, with somebody without direct power to be able to use those ravens to their advantage. Yeah, i.e. the orcish ranger. All right, that sounds like a good plan. If everyone else is willing to take the boat and move across toward the fortress itself.
Sure.
Is it close?
It is within a day, so yeah.
All
And
healed up.
yeah, I mean, I think everybody's mostly healed. I don't know if everybody's completely healed.
I got 2 wounds.
Because some people had taken some serious hits. I had one, but that was brought back. I don't know where Enzel was. She was probably pretty messed up too.
Yeah, I still have one wound, but the other ones are fine.
How about you, Talsert? How you doing?
Feeling good. Feeling good, Dromer. Me and Farah had a nice day. Got a little lunch.
Had a little
Pulled
day
up.
date.
Solid. Yeah.
A bee stung him, so he needs healing.
My made my lips swell up and turn all red. That's bad.
Well, and at this point, the only way to get anything back is to drink a potion, because
That
I've
is
healed
correct.
everybody.
That is correct. Or to use another bit of healing that you have on yourselves, be those potions. I don't know how many potions you might still have available to you other than the two new ones that you just
Well,
found.
You said there was like a herbatory downstairs, something like that. Maybe there were some herbs or something down there we could use
Everything that you see that was being made there,
for
they did
disguise
have
potions.
they did have two of those potions which you found down there, and then they also had the bug repellent, which is what they were really most heavily working. And then I'm going to make the assumption that people would put some of that repellent on
Probably.
when you drop out of the tower, because the flies are nasty.
Karen,
Yes.
did we have any of those leaves left?
Yeah, I still have some.
How many?
I got 4 cure single wounds. I've got one that just adds 2 to my healing check.
So
I got another one that adds 2 to my healing check.
So give them each one, and
That
or
would
give
put
Milo
that would put
2.
her to nothing and Milo to 1.
Yeah, unless we give
At
2 to Milo,
least-
but
Yeah, at least he would have no negatives, but
I'm all right with just 1 wound.
yeah. So Enzel, then you're fully healed once they give you the leaf. So that takes 2 of those. Armir insists that you dare not wait long in the tower, and that as early as possible on the morrow, you should leave. And on the morrow, dawns dark and rainy. As you remove the boat from the middle landing on the tower and set off into the water. Mists swirl in patches, and strange splashes occur throughout the trip, as well as ever-present moans from the dead marshes themselves. But all that accosts you during the journey is the soaking rain. And by the time you pull the boat ashore, you are soaked and miserable, and the fly swarms have increased to almost torrent levels. However, since you're using the unguents, they do not swarm on you as they would like to. Therefore, you do not have the -1. And from there, it will be another half-day hike in the rain. Armir and Talisrit utilizing all their skills to avoid the sinks and mires along the way before you finally spy a small knoll marked on the map that indicates the exterior well. However, you did not expect it to be so out in the open, nor this close to the fortress of Thuringwath. Because there, atop a long hill, amid the thickets and tangles of the dead marsh, a fortress of black stone rises, set with pointed battlements and flaming braziers that pour dark smoke into the sky. Banners hang with water, but even from a distance, you can see the eye of Sauron painted upon them amid a black field. And here you must take cover in the fetid brush and wait for full night to approach, as crows occasionally take flight from the central tower, and dark figures watch the battlements looking over the surrounding swamps. And you can wait there and prepare anything that you'd like to prepare if need be, or otherwise you're just waiting for nightfall to try to make it to that well.
I still have those 3 potions of haste. We ought to hand those out. I'm thinking Talisrit, Milo, and then anybody else who wants them. Maybe
Okay.
Dromer.
Is there any way that
Actually,
like,
I've got 4 of them actually.
are you considering that Caranthir for crossing this empty, like, sort of no man's land we're looking at to get to the thing?
No, just so when we're
Just
in
in
the
general?
thick of it in the castle, I don't have to walk around and hand out haste potions.
Right.
Right.
Our course is to wait for nightfall, use our high stealth as a party, and get there without any negatives is what we're looking at. So but
So
once we get in, the haste will be determinate. But who did you want to give them to? We have 4 of them, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say Armor, Dromer, Talisrit, and Milo.
Okay.
Our
But
4
no-
main hitters.
Okay. Then we're making the assumption that Enzel isn't one of our main hitters, because she does fight a lot up front with her blade, but and doesn't have the high, and giving her 2 attacks might be more beneficial than
Give her
giving
mine
Milo.
because I was gonna say, because I tend to
'Cause-
sneak attack anyways, so
And you get 2 attacks around anyway because you use a light weapon.
right.
So
Andy's a sneaky little bastard.
yeah. So it might be better to give it to Enzel,
Yeah,
Droma,
give mine to
Armor.
Enzel and then
Okay.
Okay.
And then the real question is what elf gets it. If it's going to be Talisrit, who likes to use a bow, so he's back, or Caranthir, who likes to use magic. Both of them do use your blades at times, but it's not primary.
Would it
But-
allow Caranthir to do more magic?
No.
Like
It would allow him to get more physical attacks, but not magical attacks.
but not magic, not healing.
And Talisrit, would that allow him any more attacks with the bow?
Or
Or
give
no?
him 2 bow attacks, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely Talisrit.
Which would be pretty nasty, but you have to be in the right situation. We're getting ready to go underground, which isn't the best place to use a bow, but yeah.
Well, what do you think, Caranthil, that your skills underground will be better used, like healing and casting spells, or swinging that sword?
he
'Cause
only
I
usually
don't
reverts to
have
that.
any spells. I don't have any spells to cast. So whether I'm using a bow or a sword, I'm going to be fighting.
Always- right.
Whereas if the haste doesn't increase his ability to use spells,
Then
Yeah,
there's
I
no
would-
reason for me to have it.
Right. I
Right.
would think it's Talisrit. And again, we would only use it in a point of need, but it's not like you're automatically taking it. But if you did need it, it's probably good to have it.
whoops, what?
Well, 12 rounds later, he's not bad.
Come on, guys, let's
Come
go.
on,
Let's
you
go.
guys
Let's
ready to
go.
go? Should we go? Let's go right now. Just like, yeah, potion of haste.
All right. Well, you divvy
Leroy
those.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Powder of
Right.
haste.
Leroy Jenkins. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, just so I have said it and
Yes.
everybody knows, I have some leather gloves that have a +1 to wizard duels. I'm gonna put those on right now, just,
Okay.
just to be safe. You never know.
Just throw it out. I got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything you got.
Right.
Yep.
Those are nice gloves. You took those from the woman in the tower with the Eye of Sauron banner
Yes.
thing. Yeah. She was another one of the dark apprentices of Umbar. There's several of them up here. You're slowly working your way through them, killing each one as you go and becoming more powerful.
Oops.
This sounds like
So
one of
you're
those
saying
whisper
she's gonna
tests.
turn on us in the end.
turning
Right,
into Caranthir over here, killing all my friends.
No, I killed all my kinsmen.
No,
that's
different.
I didn't like him.
Yeah,
They were just blood related to him is all.
Right.
yeah. Karen there had no friends, just his
Actually, why?
brothers.
They were work acquaintances.
But you guys I like.
Right.
Back then I had no time for friends.
All right. So you slip those gloves on. And then we assume, or so you've got all the potions and all the healing potions and all the healing herbs are all on Karen there. I just want to make sure that that's correct.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, then you will have a roll on our 7 or less, moving toward uh the well that evening. As you guys slip across the landscape, Aramir staying close to Enzel to try to instruct her to not make noise or stand up.
Pointing out the branches. I'll step on that.
There's one. There's one. There's one.
That's a twig.
Yep. Well, what's that?
It's like in Con Air. And what's that? That's a rock.
Well, Britt, you want to roll it for us?
I can.
7 or less.
6.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, you slip across the landscape, coming very close to, much closer to the fortress than you thought, even spying it from the brush that you were in initially. Before you can slip down into the well, you can see that there are rungs here in the well leading down, and they have seen some use. So obviously, these orc rangers were using this for whatever reasons and keeping it intact. So that is going to, slip down. You go down for some bit until finally you come into a natural chamber with an odd ring of stone around a water course here, or an actual well where you could draw up water. The water doesn't look like something you'd want to drink, but it is definitely here. The chamber itself is probably a 30-foot circle, but it does have a rough hall in darkness that leads off from it. Obviously, you don't have any light here, and so you'll have to do something about that, be that your lantern or a spell.
I can cast light on something.
On what? That's the interesting question.
I don't know. Anybody have any good ideas?
You can always put it on a blade. That way it could be sheathed if need be, but you want to put it on your blade, I guess, is the question.
Yeah,
Or someone
that's true.
else's. Who typically takes the lead for us?
Probably me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say either somebody leading or somebody in the middle, just so we also have some light near the back.
If Dromer leads, I can go behind him over his head
To shoot, you mean?
to shoot. And
Well-
you could even cast light on the tip of my tip of the arrow that I can knock an arrow and keep it pointed up and forward.
What's your awareness, Joe?
9.
Yeah, well, okay,
Yeah.
then Joe can go.
He's a good fight.
First.
Good point man too.
I can bring up the rear. That way I can slip into the shadows if need be.
Okay, so you cast it on one of Talsrit's arrows, then I guess will be lit up.
Or his
Okay.
bow.
So
Well,
I'm sort of
the bow you-
imagine,
the bow you
imagine
could-
I've got that basically above Dromer's head.
as you
Yeah.
guys look.
And so it's like shining onto the hallway from behind him, like above his head, like a headlamp.
Okay. You can, it depends on how you cast it. It either goes 10, 20, or 30 feet, depending on how much you spend on it. 1, 2, or 3 CCV. So really that's up to you, Stacy, how far you want to be able to see.
I don't want it to go too far.
Right?
Let's do right in the middle. Let's do a 20.
Okay. So 20 feet up is where it'll illuminate. 20 feet up and back. Back obviously will illuminate everyone in the party can see in the area that they're in. And you begin moving up. This kind of twists and turns as it moves, until it comes to a set of 5 roughly hewn steps leading up. You travel up those, then it twists and turns a little bit more until it comes to 5 more steps leading up. You move up those. twists and turns a little bit more, about 40 feet before it comes to another section of stairs. 5 of them leading up. And at that point, I'm going to have Dromer make an awareness check.
Did we entered this at ground level? Is that like,
You went down
No, we went way
into
down.
the well. So
Oh,
you
okay,
went
okay.
down 60, 70 feet maybe before you
okay,
before you
Yeah,
stop.
got-
So you're kind of
got
coming
5.
back up, you
but
would
we're
think.
working our way up again. Okay.
Yeah. But you would still say you're, I mean, to Dromer, if you whisper to Dromer, he'll tell you you're still well below ground level, but you are heading up. So you
Gotcha.
can tell by being a dwarf. Again, why don't you make a mental save? Oh, I roll all saves. What's your mental save, Talsrit?
9.
Nice.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah. He doesn't like being underground. Neither does Caranthir for that matter. We'll roll them both.
Mhm.
5, so you're okay, Talsrit. Caranthir, you got an 8, but you'll probably make that because you got a 9, I assume, on mental save.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are all right. You don't like it down here, but nevertheless, you're not getting any negatives for being down here. Dromer, did you make your
Yeah, made up with the 5.
Okay, excellent. You begin to get a sense of smells of heavy body odor, some cooking, maybe some offal probably, and do get torchlight coming further up this hall above this last 5 stairs that you see. If you want to douse that light, you could probably make your way without.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, we'll douse it.
Can I just stick it back into the quiver and take out a different arrow?
You
Nah,
could.
she can
That
just-
way she doesn't have to recast. So you know you've got that light arrow, that keen light arrow. Now that you put it in.
Oh, it's super sharp, like a laser.
And you slowly move up. Since you're leading, Dromer, I'm going to have you roll the stealth check.
Okay. 2.
All right. You move up onto the next level and things flatten out a little bit. This is still a natural, fairly natural rough-hewn cavernous area. But you do see directly to your north as this hall you're in kind of turns to the west. To the north, there is a large curtain that probably covers another hall similar to the one that you're in. Or you can continue into the west where you can see much more of that light coming from and can hear the discussions in Black speech of various orcs as they move around the area, grumbling amongst themselves, talking, laughing, doing whatever they're doing.
I'm sorry, can I ask a clarifying question about the quiver before
Yes.
we get into the shit?
Uh-huh.
I just put all my arrows like into that quiver. So
Yep.
they're all +1 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And unless you take them out, sit them for a day, then they would lose that enchantment. But as long as you're pulling them out of there, yeah, just
Cool,
have
cool.
+1 arrows. Yeah. For
Just
damage.
wanted to clarify that.
Yep.
Great.
So your all's choice.
So which way is Dromer going? Through the curtain or towards the Black speech?
Can Milo go and peek?
You could.
Yeah, I would like to know
Are
what's
you
behind that
wanting
curtain.
Milo to go?
You want to go behind the curtain and have him peek, or you want to go into the main chamber and have him peek?
Either one. I mean, if we hear there's something nasty going on in there, but it'd be a good idea. I'd like to know how many before we just Leroy Jenkins.
And I would like to know that we're going in after checking behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to do curtain first. Milo, you're at -2.
On stealth?
On stealth, but that's going to be against your TS. So you might very well.
My
can't
TS is 10.5, so 8.5, so 8.
be at 8. Yeah, it's checking behind the curtain. So you can see he slips forward.
And I got a 6.
Moving
Nice.
along the wall and then slips into a chamber. At this one, you can see that there's more torchlight in here when you go in, Milo. And you hear more orcs in here. You go down kind of a little bit of a curved hall. It's about 15 feet before it opens up into a really large chamber that looks like an orcish dormitory. Make an
Ugh.
awareness check.
Okay.
They've got
2.
like posters on the wall like "Sauron you," computers, you know. Dormitory.
Which of course I can't read because I know nothing in black speech, but
Some hot orc sitting on the hood of the Corvette.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course.
Sitting on a cart.
Yeah.
And you count out inside here. Probably, well, you guys sent the ravens, so you count out 10 orcs that are currently moving in this area, and 3 orcs that are together talking amongst themselves, and they have the look of trackers or rangers like you saw at the tower, versus just standard orc warriors that are kind of, you probably
I
garrison.
ain't sticking around here. I'm going back and telling them what I saw.
Is there a door?
So yeah.
No,
Just
there's
a
no door.
curtain.
There is no door in this dormitory that he
Ah.
could see.
So when Milo comes back and
I
he
will
tells us
inform
all
them that
this,
some of them are rangers in there. So
Milo, did you happen to see if there was another exit out of that, or is this the only way out?
did I see any other exits, Scott, or no?
You did not.
So I will inform them that no,
So-
I did not see any.
Dromer, with your dwarvish knowledge of stone, is there any way we could seal up this entrance? And
Not without making noise.
well, right, but I feel like if the noise of battle is going to draw whichever group we battle, the noise will draw the other group. So
That is
can
true.
we at least seal one group, like in one movement, seal half of them into a dormitory?
Probably not. We
Here's-
could split the party and have one guarding one group and one guarding fighting the other, but that's probably about the best we
Yeah,
can do.
right.
So
Let's have
Because this is a curtain, so it's not even a door that can be pinioned. It's natural stone, well hewn by the orcs. A collapse would take quite a lot to get it to even collapse, and that could threaten the entire area that you're in. So probably not something you want to do.
I say we have Milo check the other side, see which one's the
Has the
lesser of the two
most.
evils.
Lesser
Yeah.
2 weevils.
All right, Milo. At this one, you're at -3, so you're at 7.
Jeez.
You got this, Milo.
3.
Yeah.
All right. And that is,
Gotta get your old man glasses out.
yeah, me, right? It's funny, I can't see far away, so I have to take them off to actually read. Isn't that it's just weird.
Mhm.
Anyway, it is you see this looks like the orcish garrison. It is simply furnished with rough wooden tables and stools. One of the tables has iron manacles set on top of it, and they still hold the limbs of a mannish victim.
But
There is
just the limbs.
just the limbs. There's a
They probably ate the rest.
meats back on the menu, boys, which infers there are restaurants in Mordor. There's a cistern in the chamber as well, probably for orcs to drink from, because orcs don't wash. And it is built into one of the corner. There are 3 other curtain doorways in this chamber. And then there is a door to the north that is actually closed and made of wood and iron banded.
Are
This
there?
is kind of your first dungeon we've ever
How many-
really done.
How many were in here?
And in this chamber, in the garrison chamber, there are. Make an awareness check, Milo. So
Milo.
you can get their exact numbers if you can.
10. So no, I do not make an awareness check on that.
He would
2,
say that
3,
there's
many.
he would say probably a dozen or more, but he doesn't
Ugh.
have an exact count.
So in either of the chambers, I'll ask Milo, were there like weapon racks? Like were all their weapons stored somewhere?
Probably the
Um,
garrison.
Probably keep them with them.
They do keep them with them, most likely because they fight amongst themselves too often to,
Yeah.
to drop them. So
Hey, you shoved me. I didn't shove you.
Is there a third
Die.
option?
If we go to the garrison, our drummer might have a possibility to, because the curtain, he might be able to take some of his trapping knowledge and try to put like a trip line over something that right where the curtain is, to get him coming out. He might be
coming
able to
out.
do something
I
like
don't
that.
have anything like that to use, Joe.
I mean, drummer might, because he's
No.
a trapper.
Yeah, I mean, you could set
You
up.
said Milo's.
Sorry.
You might have on you a couple of your traps for your trap line. You could actually set some like the leg traps if they stepped in.
Oh, the bear traps.
The bear traps. I mean,
Yeah.
those are net. I mean,
Hot
I'm not
bears.
saying he's got bear sized traps, but he's got some that would certainly hurt like a bitch and at least hold him up. A couple of them. That's basically the most that you would get.
Well, I'd set them right there, right past the curtain.
Right.
This way, they got to throw the curtain, and then they're stepping right in them.
Yeah, sure. I'm not saying you can't get a couple, but they will be able to pass that eventually. But yeah, but it
Might
would
slow them
definitely-
down. We can hear them coming.
Exactly.
Could
But
we?
you also saw 3 other curtains in this room, in the main garrison room. You don't know
Yes.
where those go to. So
Do we take the fight to the bedroom first? Draw the ones from the garrison room.
It would, in terms of distance, if we go to the bedroom, then they have to go from the curtain room to the garrison room and the garrison room to the bedroom. So
Yes.
it buys us more time, like a round.
And I can still set
he's
the.
enjoying the discussion. I don't know what she's smiling about. But
I was just laughing because we keep saying, "I'll take you to the bedroom," and so I'm being a child.
What about? Does anyone have any oil?
Oh no, in the bedroom?
No.
Come on,
Special bedroom oil.
get your head out of the gutter, Simon. Come on, we're trying to
Any
work.
kind of oil will do. No, or like alcohol or something that we could douse that curtain in to the dormitory, and then when they step in the trap, we light step in Dromer's trap, then we light the curtain on fire.
Simon, I've been playing
then we-
since 1978, and if
Oil
there's one
bad.
thing I have
Never
ever
use
learned,
fires in dungeons.
fire is bad.
Fire in dungeons is bad.
I disagree.
Oil
Highly
and fire
disagree.
is bad. I saw a dwarf throw a flaming thing of oil, roll a natural 1, hit the door right as an orc opened it. The oil came back and set his buddy alight.
Yeah, but what are the chances of that happening twice?
With Taylor, pretty good.
Fair enough.
I say we take the fight to.
I saw a halfling throw Greek fire twice, and both times got nat ones on
Both
himself.
times got ones.
Yeah.
Was that you, Brent?
No, that was
Pugs.
Brandabaris.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah,
Oh God, no!
That was
That
Pugs.
was a
Because
Pugs.
he
Oh,
burned
shit.
himself twice.
yeah. And after he did it the first time, he swore to his god he'd never do it again. Did it again.
And then he did,
Another nat
of
one.
course,
and
because
then-
that's Pugs.
Anyway.
I
I
say
was
we
ready
take the
to
fight to
knife
the
him that one
dormitory.
night. He was sitting there,
So-
Brandabaris.
So I guess oil is out dousing this curtain with
Yes.
But
I
you could set the traps if you wanted to just delay them for somewhat, but you're probably pretty certain this would be a pretty heady fight on the interior. Obviously you have alerted the garrison or this area that they might have sent some scouts out, so it might not be as many as it could have been, but you don't know how many, if those other areas are dormitories or they lead to other things, how many might be pouring out of there directly into the garrison as well, or if anything could come through that wooden door for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad we don't have some spikes or something. We could spike up that wooden door and.
Yeah, you could, but you'd have to get into the room, secure it, and then spike it.
Well, yeah, I'd have to sneak across, but
And then make noises.
then when they attack,
hammer
well,
them in.
I'd let the fight begin, and then I'd start hammering. But yes,
Don't mind me, boys. Just maintenance.
Maintenance, yeah.
Hobbit
Yep.
maintenance coming through.
Heard you have a problem with your door. I got some WD-40 I can take care of
yeah.
that. So I guess that's our plan. We're going to the bedroom.
Okay, so
Yeah, Sauron said something about the electricity in here being out.
So you want Drummer to set the traps up right after the curtain?
well, to do that, you're going to have to move inside the curtain. Then
Yeah,
you have
so-
to set the traps under the guise of stealth, which is going to be incredibly hard. So that is not going to work for the trap plane
No.
on the interior take on the dormitory
Well, let's
first.
just go take on the dormitory. At least then they got to come to us,
Okay.
and they might
Um,
just think it's an orc on orc battle. We don't know.
Or orc on orc in the bedroom.
No one ever talks about orc on orc violence.
Not in the bedroom.
Well, here's a crazy idea. How
What's
many
the
of
safety word?
Watermelon.
Sauron.
So how many of us actually have stealth?
Everybody but Insel.
Well,
So
call
true.
me crazy. Why don't we all try to sneak into the bedroom and each gack somebody with stealth?
They probably aren't just sleeping in there, Brent.
Well, they're
There's
not. They're
probably
talking and moving around. You know that.
Well-
That's why he was at
Oh.
-3 moving through. So you could do it, but the party would be at -3.
I could also
Well, but I'm
just
saying
go
everybody
in
individually
my-
could roll their stealth.
Right, but once
Yeah,
somebody
we
is
know
seen
what
in
you're
the
saying.
hall, you're going to be boned. So
or I could just go in first
Machine
And-
gun them.
and hail a heroic hail as many as I can in like the first round. And then
It'd be
you
fairly
guys
quiet.
wait for the signal. The signal's going to be a bunch of orcs screaming.
that might not be a bad idea. That might, if we just sent him in,
Because
and
it's
he
not going to be a clash of arms. It'll be pretty
no,
quiet.
but he would fire. But the point being, if he could go in and hail that room, which is a nice thought, you guys could move actually into the garrison and start a fight in the garrison. And then if he doesn't kill them all or whatever goes on in that area, he can always fall back toward us. But at least we'll taken out several of them, and they'll be wary to come come after
Yeah,
us.
'cause
Right?
he's going to get a surprise on them. So
Because he gets to attack all of them, and what we said there were nine of them in there total, so he can hit all 9.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
In that first round of and he could get a round of surprise. So actually he could hit them all twice
Oh, nice.
if he gets his stealth. Yeah. And then we could just rush into the other room, swords ablazing, and try to take out the garrison and then see what comes out of those other rooms. But-
Milo can show him where to step. So
right. So if that's the choice, I'm for it.
Yeah, let's roll those
it's
first.
on Talosrit.
So
That's
Talosrit
the
has
plan
to
we
roll-
have going forward against these numbers.
So you're at -3 on your stealth.
Okay, I have a 7. Well, wait, that's from my TS though, right?
No, it's from the 7.
Does he
It's
get
only
a
if there was-
bonus?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry,
I
at
mean,
-3. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. That goes off your TS.
You heard it. I was right.
You're right. Good
I
call.
picked the right column for once.
You
Okay.
did. So it's off your TS.
So 12.5 minus 3 is 9.5, so 9.
No, it's still
What?
7. It's whatever your
Plus
max
there's-
is. Is your max still 7?
Okay, right.
Yeah. So you're
Damn
just
it, I was so close.
so
Okay.
close to being right. Yeah.
So here's the stealth. 8. No, that's not good enough. Shit.
100.
Well,
Critical
you have any
fail.
faith?
What?
Yeah, you got any fate points?
Yeah. This is
Otherwise-
just like that too.
Other's
Well,
you're gonna be walking in there.
well, but it doesn't.
Hey,
It doesn't necessarily. So,
Where's all the orc women at?
yeah, exactly. So it doesn't matter. So, hey, pardon me, fellas. Is this the road to Itabina? So I don't get the surprise, but I'll still just
Right.
shoot.
You can see they all turn. Obviously, somebody points you out. There's some kind of initial call, and then you will get your attack. However, now let's do and the rest of the party will then move into the main hall. So we're gonna do a nits across the board just to see where everyone.
And you said there were 10 in there?
There were 9, 6 garrison troops and 3s
Rangers.
rangers. That's in the dormitory, and then in the main hall, he didn't know. He said there were more than a dozen.
Yeah, there's
More than a dozen. Okay.
Should we do a sneak into the garrison?
Well, that wasn't necessarily. the-
Talosrit basically
Okay.
blew that for all
Yeah.
of us.
Well, wait, no, why?
Because they call out that there's somebody there
Oh, all right.
when they see you. And we were like waiting, anticipating the combat or whatever happened, but then when the call goes out, it kind of nullifies what we could do.
I'm sorry.
Anticipation.
I feel like we're gonna need it. Can I make a military roll to try and give us that +1 on that first round?
Yeah, do you have military?
I do, it's secondary.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Question is, would you have done that before Talazar left?
No, he
said
can't give a
go
military to
ahead.
something he can't see.
Oh,
It's
that's true.
itself.
Yeah. I got it with a
Nice.
5. So I think that gives us a +1 on our attack the first round, is that right?
Yes. So +1 skill for your.
Nicely done, Brent.
There's gonna be a lot of these guys.
All right. So we'll
Yep.
take a nits. Milo.
Milo got a 7 + 3 is 10.
Okay. Talsrit.
10 + 2 is 13.
Carinthier.
5.
Inzil.
7.
Dromer.
10.
Armir. 7. And the garrison troops get 6s.
Can't believe Joe rolled that low.
Okay.
That was a 4
I was gonna say normally you beat me.
because he's +6 on his init.
Nice. These guys are slow as garbage. They're not, nobody's going quick on their side. So we'll take the first person to go. Actually is Talazrit, so you can fire in at the
Okay.
ones using heroic hail.
Right. And there's no other plus to that, right? It's just
Yeah. So
you
you're
a
at your
bunch.
you're at your standard, which is not well. They have yeah,
my ranged is 9.
right. So I'm just gonna take it across the board. You're gonna need 8s.
Okay.
So roll 9 times and see what you hit.
Okay. So first 2, I got a 7 and an 8.
Okay.
An 8 and a 5.
Okay.
A 6 and a 1. And on the 1, I got a 1.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a crit. And then on the
How
against
many
the
was
range,
that? 6 or
That's
or
6.
6?
6.
yeah. So you got
A
3.
9 and an 8, so I missed 1.
Actually, you missed
Wha-
both because these happen to be rangers. So actually, you need a 7 with these guys. But yeah, so
Okay.
And then you got
The
one
last
shot left.
I got 1 left. Thank you, Brent. That's a 9. I missed that last one.
oh wow, missed all the range. They must have gotten cover. they knew what you
Quick.
could do.
I
But
saw the bow.
you nailed the garrison troops. So let's do damage on those. The
Okay,
first
so
one.
it'll be a 2d10 plus 2 because of my sharpened arrows. So that is a 9 on the first one,
Killed him.
13 on the second.
Clang, falls over.
Jesus, 22. No, 21, sorry, but still.
Caught him in the throat. He kicks around for a while before he
17.
killed him.
15.
Killed him.
What's left? The crit
Only
one?
one more, the critical.
Okay. So do I roll? Do you roll on a?
No, you roll a d10 to tell me what the critical is. Not that he's gonna
Oh,
roll
okay.
it, but
6.
plus a d10.
Okay, so 3d10 plus 2, 10. 1 is 11. 3 is 14 plus 2 is 16.
Killed him. So you killed 6. You killed all the garrison troops that were left there.
Nice.
Three rangers are still there.
Wow.
Next person to go is Dromer at 10. You can blast your way into the garrison troops.
Yep.
You can see all these orcs. They have either shields or their faces are painted or something like that in kind of a red bloody mask. is what it kind of looks like.
Whichever one comes first.
And they come charging at your
That is
numbers.
a 6
howling
to
as
hit.
they-
6 to hit with. Ouch. 16. What was it? 22 points.
Killed one. Blasted him out of the way. Next person to go is Milo.
Can I attempt to hide since he's killed so many of them?
Well, you're
He's in the
actually
other room.
garrison room, so
Okay.
I would
there's a
think
whole
Milo would
line
have
of 'em
hid
coming
before
at
we
you, so-
started.
So not, yeah, so that's not available to you right now. So you'd have to try to cut your way into them at this point.
Okay. Well then, so be it. Their blood is on their own heads. 9, that will miss.
Okay,
And a 5, which will probably hit.
it does.
And I do 8 plus 3 is 11 points.
Killed
Yeah.
one. It falls over. The next person to go. Denzel and Armir both go at 7. You must have
Is there no one else?
He's moving right along with you, Inzel. I've got your flank.
Of course he
thank you.
does.
I'm sure you do.
Take your hand off my flank.
Haven't taken your eyes off my flank.
In the middle of a fight, for God's sake.
Okay, are we ending the ones in the bedroom, or are we moving into the other room?
We're in the
We're in
garrison,
the other room.
Okay.
so that's where
Cool.
you can attack. There currently you're picking out still probably a dozen of them. You can see there are a few of them that have shields, and they look tougher than the rest of them. So you could attack one of those if you wanted to, that are kind of like bolstering up the line and making calls that are reverberating around the chamber, probably to the other areas behind the curtains. But nevertheless, they seem to be the leaders, the ones with the shields. So you could attack them or not. And then you have to choose if you're putting in CCV or if you're doing your smite.
Let's see. I won't put smite in yet, but I think I'm just gonna go for whoever's closest to me.
Okay. It's just a mope.
Make it easy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I am gonna put some fire into it though.
The sword
Spice
blazes.
this up a little. Bam!
Ooh, 26.
And you did hit, correct?
Oh yeah, let me.
Yes,
Yes, I hit.
26 is
Yes, I
great,
did.
Paul, but you might want to hit.
Inzel, the next time someone asks you if you hit,
Yeah.
say yes.
All right.
That was an 8. That I rolled an 8 to hit.
All right. You clop the head off of one of them with your blade, and Armir. You can see he moves forward and attacks one of them with a shield. He's going to go after one of them, and he hits with a 3. You can see Eglian, the sword of Gondolin. It's blazing as it slashes these things. It's no fan of orcs. He does 16 and 7. Killed one. 2 wounds. Killed him. So he kills one of the lieutenants, slashes him down. As you can see, sparks fly off of him from the electricity in the blade. And then it is the standard garrison troops will go at 6. So they will assign out according to their troops. So we'll see who they go after. The first set, well, I know that's 4. So Karen Thier, you have
Who has
2.
it?
You have 2 on you and a lieutenant. He must have seen the elf and decided that's the one he wanted to go for. Armir, he has 2 on him, but he killed that lieutenant, so he doesn't have the lieutenant on him. Dromer, you have 2 on you and a lieutenant. And the last group of 2, they can't, I'm not going to do that. Enzel, so you have 2 and a lieutenant. So hash it out. All right, Karen, there are the two mopes on you. Your ace, or you've got a 3 currently because there's 3 on you. So that increases your defense threshold by 1, which means they need 4s, a 5 and an 8. So no, the lieutenant needs a 5. 3. So he hit. And he does 17 points.
Mm-hmm.
So he buffers you with his shield and slashes you with a scimitar. Armir has 2 on him, so they get no negatives, but they got a 1 on him and confirmed the critical with a 1 and got a 3rd 1. So they only do 2 extra hits, but they did hit him. And did 5, 6 points. 6, 7 points. Doesn't go through his armor. That sucks.
Thank God.
Dromer, you've got 3 on you, so they need 4s or less. A 3 and a 7. 1 gets through. But he only does 8 points, so it's probably not going to get through your armor.
Nope.
The lieutenant against you missed with a 7. Inzil, they need 5s against you. 9 and a 5, so the 5 does hit. And he does 12 points. Not sure if that gets through your wound threshold or
It
not.
does, dang it.
And the lieutenant against you gets an 8, so he misses you.
Cool.
And then it is Karen Thiers
I'm gonna attack the lieutenant on me.
with, you've got your sword out, I guess.
Yeah, Vilya Salka.
Okay. Billy Assault.
Hit with a 3.
Okay. You
Miss
slap
plus
him
3.
Arnorian blade.
Nice. 16 points.
16 is 1 wound on
I got a 10 on the one, but then a 3 on the other.
him. But you did nail him, but didn't drop him. And then it is the 3 rangers return fire on Talosrit. Kill the elf. 2 hits. 2 4s. The first one doing 10 points might not get through your
I don't know.
armors, and the second one does 15 points.
That one hit, so. Ah,
And that's all of them. So go back to the top of the order. Talosrit, they're shooting bows at you, so you can still hit all 3 of them with a hail.
oh, right.
Right,
We're
because they
not
did
in
not
melee.
close.
They didn't
We're not
close.
melee. Absolutely. All right. So the first one is a 10.
Misses.
That's a miss.
Yep.
And a 1 and a 2.
So roll the 1.
Yeah.
See if it's a
9.
nope.
Nope.
Well, you did hit twice.
Oh,
so-
right, because I was just trying to confirm it. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So so that's 2 hits.
Yep.
All right. So the first one, 10 and 4 plus 2 is 16.
Okay. 16 on a ranger is 1 wound.
And the second one is 7 plus 2 is 9.
Not a wound. You need 10. So it goes off his thick hide armor, and that is Talosrit. Then it is Dromer.
All right, he'll attack the lieutenant on him.
Then in on him. Try to clear him. Out of
That is
your
a
way.
4 to hit. $16 points.
And that is a wound. Okay. Milo, you have none on you. They discarded one that attacked you, you must have killed, and then leaving you free to do whatever you like.
Can I stealth in this round?
Yes, you can try to find a hiding spot.
Okay. I got a 9 in it. I got a 2. So I'm pretty sure I found a pretty good place to hide.
You did. You slip into between under one of the chairs or tables, ready to come out and attack somebody.
Somebody's gonna get it.
All right.
Somebody's gonna get a punch to the head.
Out of one of the curtains, you can see more garrison orcs flowing out. 6 of them move out. And then you can see out of the one to the south, 2 very large battle-hardened orcs moving out of there.
Oh boy.
Right,
Couple of hard pipe hitting orcs.
And they don't get to attack this round, but they do move out. And they all go at 8. So the next person to go then is Inzil. He's currently engaged by 3 of them on you. One did
Okay.
hit you.
I'm not gonna go for the lieutenant. I'm gonna get the smaller guys first.
Okay.
That is an 8 to hit. Doing some fire as well. $27.
Yeah, he's done. You end his day. You send him to Morgoth, wherever he's been banished to.
He's
Perfect.
no longer a happy orc.
I don't know. And after you is
You.
Armir. Armir does not have a lieutenant on him. He's just got 2 regular guys on him. So he
Armir spends his turn going, "Nice job, Inzel! So good."
Watch
Mighty
yourself.
nice flank you have there.
It's a fine flank.
He does hit and kills one. As the Gondolin blade slashes through one and kills it, leaving only 1 left on him. But then it is theirs again. And then Caranthir. So we've got Caranthir, you still got 3 on you, so they need 4s for the first 2. 1, 3, confirmed. 5, plus 1d10 and stunned 1 round on Caranthir. 1 drives a blade at you and nails you for 17.
That's a
points.
regular guy?
Yeah. And your S1 against a helm, rings that out.
Okay.
Okay. And the lieutenant hits you, or I'm sorry, not the sergeant hits you with a 3, but he only does 6. Pang! You're able
Okay.
to keep that away from you. And the next person to go, 1 on Armir, 6, misses him. Dromer, you still have 3 on you. So you need 4s. A 1, 5, no confirmed, but he did 17 points.
Okay.
The sergeant on Dromer misses with a 7. On Inzel, you only have 2 on you, so you're at standard 3, so they need 4s. Only 1 of them. A 10 completely misses. The lieutenant on you, Inzel, 3 hits you and does 12 points.
Okay.
And then it is Caranthir's.
Done.
Oh, stun. Shake it off. Then the Rangers against Talosrit. They're not happy with the exchange of arrows. So they will take their action to move forward, drawing weapons as they do so.
Hold on.
you
You don't want to
free
do this. Think this through.
you don't want to do that.
Don't want to do this.
So they make it to you, but do not get attacks against you. So they're technically in melee. So if you did attack them with a bow, you could only get 1 shot on them, just so you know.
Yeah.
But they do not get an attack. So then we go to top of the order, Talosrit.
All right. Did we take our haste spells? We didn't, did we?
You
No.
haven't taken them, no.
Mm-mm.
That's
And
too
that
bad.
takes
All right.
your action.
I'm gonna pull a, since they're on me now, I don't imagine that I could actually like quick draw my sword.
If you have quick,
Yeah, if you have quick.
I do, but I thought it would be cooler to just try to stab one in the face with the arrow that's in my hand, a la Legolas. So I'm gonna do that.
go for it. It's light damage, but go for
Whatever. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
it.
And I got
Yeah,
a,
until he misses.
I got a 4.
You got him. Sink.
And that damage is 3 plus 1
You can
because
see
it's super
he
sharp.
he takes the damage along his breastplate, and the arrow
Breastplate.
does not do enough damage to hurt him, but it was cool.
But you do get another attack.
I don't.
For a light weapon, you do. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
technically,
nice.
yes.
Yeah.
I will scratch him again. with a 7.
That hits. Well, is your melee 9?
Yes.
Okay, then you're good. Yeah.
And that is a 7 plus 1 is 8.
Well, it's plus
8.
your physical.
Yeah. Do you have a physical bonus?
Yeah, 2 more.
So that'd be plus
So
3.
10.
10 is actually a wound. So you kill.
Yeah.
I'll let you kill the wounded one.
Sweet.
You
Right in the
drop.
neck, fucker.
Take that.
Boom. Didn't see that coming.
The next person to go is Dromer.
He'll attack the lieutenant on him still.
Dromer attacks the darkness.
That is a 5 to hit.
Alrighty.
For 8 and 14 points.
And that kills the sergeant. Drop him. He falls over. Milo, you are in hiding at this particular point. You see the lieutenants moving in, as are their regular troops, ordering them. Telling them to get somebody.
I'll try and get one of the lieutenants.
All right. Sneak out and try to stab a lieutenant.
And I got a 4 with my first attack.
He didn't see that coming.
And the crit is a 6 plus 1 is 7.
So 2d10, or you could take the 6, which stuns him, but only does 1d10. It's up to you. Do 2 extra d10 or 1d10 and stun 1 round.
I'll take the. Is my next attack still considered a sneak attack or no?
It is not.
Oh,
Okay, then I will take
he's
the
stunned,
stun
though.
on him.
Okay.
So it's
Still.
2d10 plus 3 damage,
Okay.
right? Because it's still plus 1d10, right?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And because he's stunned, then it is still a crit.
Okay. Well, that's a crappy roll. That's a grand total of 11 points.
Oh, on the lieutenant? That doesn't hurt him.
Yeah.
So all you did is bang him some way with his head, and he stunned him, but he didn't take any actual damage from it. He's just dumbstruck.
My second attack is a 3.
How dare you?
And that is a hit.
You critted him again.
Yep, because he's stunned.
And my crit is a 7 plus 1, 8.
2d10 damage.
There we go. 7 and 9 is 16. And 8, 24 plus 3, 27 points.
That's 2 wounds. Yeah, that hurt. You see he's staggered. Oh, stumbles forward after that strike.
Yeah.
And then it is theirs. Lieutenant turns in his stun card. The other lieutenant is going after. Not there. Not the boy. He wants to kill Talsrit so bad, but he's not in the ring. Karen
Does he
here.
know who Talsrit is? You don't know me, Lieutenant.
He'll get the other elf.
Yeah, he wants to know.
And then he's gonna try. He groups off his soldiers. They're going in 2s and 2s, so or 3s and 3s. First 3 wanting Dromer. They slam into him. And the last 3 are on Milo.
Of course.
Tried to get his lieutenant. All right, so the 3 on Dromer, that means he's totaled up. So they reduce his DT by 2, so they need 5s for these 3. Actually, they need 6s because they need 5s. And they got a 6, 7, 10, nothing. On Milo, there's only 3 on Milo, so he's at -1, so they need 4s. 3, 5, 10, so 1 did hit Milo, but only 1. And he did 11, 12 points. Not sure if that wounds you or not.
Yes, that does. It's well, exactly what he needed, of course.
Oh. Gotcha. The lieutenant that goes after Karen Thier, Caranther still has 3 on him, so he's at net. So you only have a 2 against him. He's a 7. And he got a 3. He has a nasty looking axe that he hits you with. And does 15 points.
Okay.
And
Excuse
then it is Inzil's.
Okay. I have 2 on me.
Uh
2 mopes.
no, you've got the sergeant and a mope. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because
I'll
she killed the
play
mopes
out the,
first.
yeah, I'll kill out, I'll take out the other mope,
Okay. Leaving only
hopefully.
one on.
Yes. So that's a 7.
Yep.
Me too.
Killed him. He falls over. Armir is going to try to get the last one on him, so he's clear. 7's going to hit. Yes, and he electrifies him and kills him. So Armir is clear of his. Then it goes to Caranthir. You still got those guys on you. 2 regulars. A 3 is going to hit. But he only does 10 points. Probably not going to get through your armor.
Nope.
The sergeant on you misses with a 9. Dromer, 2 regs, a 1, a 2.
Have we already went to the top of the order still?
Yeah,
Wow.
2. So he still only does +2 damage to Dromer. 6 points, nothing. That's another wasted critical. And the 1 sergeant left on Inzil. 9 misses her. The 2 rangers on Talsrit. A 1,
Ah,
7, 6, no confirmed crit, and he does 10, 11 points.
ooh, that's not enough.
And then it is Caranthir's.
So I got 4 guys on me.
Caranthir, yes, you've got a wounded sergeant,
The
an
lieutenant
unwounded
and 2
lieutenant,
mopes.
2 mopes.
Heavy area
6.
to get all 4.
That'll
Right?
be 6, be 10.
Yeah, 3 for the heavy. Area is 3 more, 6. Hit all 4 of those, 10.
10 it is.
Boom.
All right, let's mark that off. And 3, 4, and a 7. Oh wait, I got 4 to hit.
Yeah, 3, 4,
3, 4, 7, and a 4.
all hit.
So 3, 4, 4, 7.
Got it. Yep, all hit.
All right.
So you kill both of the mopes. We don't even roll for them because your ad kills them. You have a wounded sergeant, so roll for him.
$14 on the sergeant.
That is 1
That,
wound. So
that included your level?
yeah, your level
Yeah.
gets. Wow, it still killed him. 3d10, 3d10
Yeah.
plus your level, and you only
I
got
rolled 2 1s.
wow. And the lieutenant.
The lieutenant. Oh, much better. 10, 16, 25.
That is 2 wounds. He's still up, but he's heavily wounded.
No, 26. Sorry.
Still 2 wounds. Good job. Boom. So the secret fire blasts out, killing those around him as you slam your staff into the ground. And then you are the last person to go. So back to the top of the order, Talsrit.
So I still have the 2 in front of me. So this time I do, as I sort of take a step back after that, them
Pull
trying
out
to
the
hit
long
me.
knives.
Yeah, I drop my bow and pull out my Kalampor sword.
Are you putting a 1 CCV into it to do an extra D10 with the horrible growth damage that you do?
Yes, I am. I like that idea. Thanks for reminding me. All right, so here we go. And that is a 6.
That hits.
Hits, so 3d10 plus 4. 7 and 10, 17, 21.
Killed him. 2
And
wounds.
40 vines pop out of his skin.
And grow as his body rises, the growth coming out of it. Then after Talsrit is Dromer. You have 2 mopes on you. Well, you actually have 5 mopes on you, but one of them can't actually get to you. There's only they're all just, they're mobbing the dwarf trying to get, even if he kills one takes its place.
Drop one here. That is a 6 to hit. For 15 points.
And that kills one of them. Blah! And the other one takes his place. Kill the dwarf. Feast on his flesh. Enzel hears them say in black speech when she speaks.
Oh no.
And you know,
Here.
dwarf is like grizzly and
They still like it.
Greasy like bear.
yeah.
Hey, I'm a Dallas kissy.
After Dromer is Milo. You still have the lieutenant who's on you and 3 other guys on you. Lieutenant
Yeah, I
shakes
know.
the stun.
Run
I'm
away.
kill you, little flip.
I can push and make 1 attack this round, right?
That is correct.
I will do that and attack the commander in the hopes of taking him down.
No, he is heavily wounded, so you could if you hit him. Hey!
2 that will hit, I assume.
Yes, it does.
That's 2d10 plus 3. And that's a 8 and a 8. 16 plus 3. 19 points.
You kill him, he falls over, you're on top of his chest as the other 3 look to attack you as you're trying to pull your blade free. So you're at -1 on your DT for that. So they're at your -2 overall DT because there are 3 of them on you, so they will need 5s to hit you.
5s.
And I think it is theirs, actually. It is. So we'll go, I'm just going to take the 3
No,
on Dromer, or 4 on
Enzel and Aramir go before they do.
No, they go at 8.
Oh,
'Cause
different
they're the
guys.
new guys that just came in.
New guys.
Right. So we're going to go with 4 on Dromer. 2, 10, 9, 4. And so 2 of those hit. And Dromer takes 18 points from the first one. And 18 points from the second one. 10, 8, 10, 8.
God.
Ouch.
And the 3 on Milo, they need 5s. 4, 2, 7. So 2 of them hit Milo. 11
Ugh.
on Milo.
No.
And 9 on Milo.
Ooh.
Nice.
And the one on Caranthier, the lieutenant, he's at -1 overall. So he's going to need it's -5. He's at 8. He needs a 3 or less to hit you. 7. So no, he does not hit you. 2 wounded. Then it is Inzil's.
Okay. So
She
I've
gets
got the
it.
one.
Yeah, you got the 1 sergeant on you.
Okay. That's a 7.
He's got 2, so you're okay.
Okay, good. All right, same thing as always. Some fire. I'm rolling pretty well tonight. I like that. $26.
2 hits killed him.
Nice.
Puts him down. So you're free. Armir is free. He's going to come to the help and try to help Dromer, I guess.
Armir is free.
So he will attack one of them on Dromer to try to clear him off of
Burrito.
them. And because they're mopes, he does hit. And kills
free.
1. Leaving 3 on Dromer. And then it is Caranthier's. You did a heavy. You're out for this round. Then it is the 1 left on Talsrit. A 4 hits him. And does 14 points on Talsrit.
Got me. This dirty orc blade. Probably gonna give me an infection.
Probably. And then top of the order, Talsrit.
Well, I'm gonna pay him back. And yes, I'm gonna add a CCV.
Okay.
So that is a 4. That's a hit.
That is a hit.
6. 5 is 11 plus 3 is 14.
That's 1 wound.
Oh, wait.
Plus 4, but it's still 1.
Sorry, it's plus 4, but I get my strength bonus too, right? Or is that what the plus 4 is? Already counting that.
I don't know. Aren't those weapons plus 4?
Yeah. So I get plus 6.
6, yeah. Still
So it
only
was
1 wound, but yeah.
okay, but I'll take a 1 wound.
Yeah, make
Okay.
sure you add that in. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next person goes Dromer. Got 3 on you, Dromer.
That's a 2 to hit. 4, 15 points.
And that's a mope, so you killed him. Milo, you pushed last round. So you've got nothing.
Yeah, but that took up my second attack,
Yeah, but a push still takes it out.
right?
It doesn't. It takes your next round. So you're basically using it as the same. So you don't get any attacks this round, even though you got 2 attacks around, basically with the light weapon, because you're pulling it free or whatever.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
I'm good. Whatever.
Okay. Then it is. So you're out. Then it is theirs. 3 on Milo, but you're not at -1 now. So you're at 3. They need 4s or less. 5, 6, 6. So they all missed it. And
Ooh.
Dromer, you have 2 on you. 8 and a 9, both missed. And the lieutenant on Caranthir, 2. Hit you with his axe for 12 points. Probably not enough damage to hurt you.
Nope.
And then it is Enzil's.
All right, I think I'm gonna go help out Milo.
Okay.
I didn't hit. I didn't hit anything.
That's not good.
Armir is still helping Dromer, so hits and kills 1, leaving only 1 left on Dromer. And then it is Caranthir's. You do
All
get
right,
this one.
I'm gonna hit my dude because he's wounded, right?
Yes, wounds, yeah.
I'm gonna push this attack.
Okay.
Same on the thing. 6. Hope that will hit him. I don't know what
he's got 3 DT. So assuming
So,
you are
yeah, I have a 9.
you're good. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, 1, 2, 3 plus 3. Come on. Oh, that's good. 12, 22, 25.
Killed him.
Ooh.
Cut him down. And the last person to go is the ranger on Talsrit. Yeah. Because Talsrit, did you miss last time? Or you hit him and you just did 1?
You're not there, Simon.
Sorry, I muted to sharpen a pencil. You said I wounded him.
Okay. Then yeah, he does get to go against you. Missed you with a 7. So you're
Nice.
okay. Then it goes to you.
All right, I'm gonna come back at him, and I think I'm gonna push on this,
Okay.
just to finish, see if I can finish him off. So does that? Wait, tell me what that allows me to do. Just roll more dice.
Yeah, it's an extra D10. So you'd be 4 D10 if you put a CCV in it or not.
Okay. So to hit, it's a 7.
Yep.
Which is a hit. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that CCV in too. So it's 4. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna use my pure rage. So 3d10. So that's 9 and 4 is 13, and another 9 is, help me out, 22 plus 6, 28.
Killed him.
Nice. I put a big X through him, and you watch as the leaves start to grow out of the wound. And pull him apart.
And after you is Dromer, who has 1 left on him.
Dromer.
Yep. That's a 7 to hit.
Okay.
7 is 14 and 6. 20 points.
Killed him. So you're free, Milo. Still have 3 on you. The only person with anybody on you, but you
Okay.
didn't think they're helping you.
First attack is a 10, so that's a miss. Second attack is a 2. That will hit.
Indeed, it does.
I do 7 plus 3, 10 points.
And that kills him. And it is his, or those two. One on Enzel, missed her with an 8. One on you,
He needs a
he's a 7
3
minus
or
4, 3. You got a 4. He missed. All right. Enzel.
All right, let's try attacking that dude again. And that is a 6. I assume a 6 hits.
Yes, it does.
I'm not gonna put fire into this one. Let's see how I do. Oh gosh.
Don't listen to Mark. Always put the
Okay.
fire.
That is a
it's the
6.
oil, that
17,
burning
18.
oil that's the problem.
That's 20 points of damage.
Yeah, still wiped him out. Armir will try to finish the last one and hits and kills him. And everything goes fairly quiet in this large area as you breathe hard after the course of this battle.
I go around grabbing up arrows that are unbroken. How many do I find?
How many do you have?
I
How
have
many did you
15.
fire, I should say?
I fired not actually. No, I fired 11.
11?
Yeah.
Uh,
No, maybe more. Maybe slightly more.
I think you were 11.
Yeah.
okay. You got 6 back.
Cool.
But you might be able to find some arrows on them since they were shooting.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm looking around for workable arrows. If they're those like big, stupid orc arrows, I probably wouldn't take them. But
Well, they are stupid orc arrows, but they are arrows, but
are they serviceable?
yeah, you might not want to use them just because of who you are.
Well, right.
Or stuff. So you look at me like these are unusable. Even
Right.
though
That's kind of
somebody
what I
else
was
would.
thinking.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm not, these things suck.
Yeah. Big, stupid orc arrows.
Right. So no. No.
Well, I say we split up and go to the 2 other areas that these guys came out of and see if there are doors in those dormitories or.
There are no other doors. They're just 3 other large caverns or large to
Like-
medium-sized caverns. One of
Like
them
the
is
first one.
yeah, one of them is another standard dormitory. Another one is was probably the lieutenants came out of it. There are 4 beds in there. Obviously 2 lieutenants didn't come out. They could be somewhere else in the castle or were sent somewhere. And nothing of particular value in there other than it looks nicer, quote unquote, than the standard crap dormitories. You do find one of them that nobody came out of is a pantry. They're massive barrels of cheap beer, assorted carcasses for the orcs to eat.
Including a human
Gross.
torso.
Right.
Probably.
Hey, toss me another Corcus. Never mind.
Carcass.
It's gonna be hilarious. Oh well.
But yeah, that is all that you find in this area, other than obviously the big, or I shouldn't say big, but the nice wooden door that leads to the north out of here.
Okay,
Anything-
well, I'm gonna
anything else?
heal everybody because I know I need it.
Yep.
So before I go catch up, I just want I do one really sort of cursory glance around the room I was in to see if there's anything else of like a money purse or anything.
It doesn't look like it. These orcs, if they are paid, they don't carry money with them. They're servants of Sauron, so it's possible they don't. They just serve. So had they been mercenaries or something, they might have some treasure, but these do not.
Okay. So I go catch up with the other guys.
All right.
Other folks.
So we need to know who needs wounds healed by carrying.
Me.
Me.
Drummer's got 3.
All right, so
I
I'll
do.
heal myself first. 4, I'm good. I get 2 back. Then who's next?
We'll do Talsrit.
2, you get 2 back.
Nice. Perfect.
Inzil.
3, you get 2 back.
Me?
Dromer.
Thank you.
Dromer, 1.
So
You get
you
2
get 2
back.
back. And Milo.
Milo, 3, you get 2 back. Aramir didn't take anything?
No,
God,
I
got
took 1
hit.
critical, but it didn't get through. Remember, it was a crap roll.
Okay.
He's good.
Hmm.
So what now, folks?
Guess have Milo check this door.
You
And
want me to
Milo,
check the door?
yep, he can make an awareness check against it.
2.
You do not find anything on this particular door that would indicate that it is locked or trapped.
Looks good to me.
Let's open it up.
All right.
If
You
anything was
op-
coming, it'd be here by now, so.
right. You open it up, and you can see it looks to be some kind of guard room, although there are no guards here. At the north side of it, there's a portcullis that can be thrown from this room. And that would lead to another section. This is all smooth carved stone, so it's unlike the orcish caverns that you were in before.
This is part of the original construction.
Looks to be that way.
Does that give us any more insight as to how to get out? I hate being underground.
No, but you're probably on the right
Dark and it
course.
stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going the right way at least. And so is the portcullis up or down?
It is down.
So to open this thing is going to cause huge noise.
Right. You could send Milo up and have him try to look through it and see what he can see on the far side.
Well, he can probably even slip through it.
It would be tough, but he might be able to.
Who's got the butter?
I'd have him make an athletics check.
He's got the butter.
He misses
It's
it and
halfling.
gets stuck. My head stuck.
I have no athletic skill, so yes, I would get stuck. No, I'm not doing that. Do you want me to go up and look? Because I will.
You can at least look through it.
Okay, make a stealth mark.
A 5. I don't know what my minus is. Well, even if it's -4, that'd do it. So
Okay, you can see on the far side there's one sconce on the long end of a hall. The hall actually runs I don't know, across your face. So there are 3 cells across from it. Then there's that long hall. All the way down to the western side of the hall, there is a torch that's guttering slowly. You can see 3 cells there, and then an opening along the eastern side of the hall that goes into another room. But it looks probably like a prison.
I will inform everyone of this.
And this is the only
Yes,
way
sir.
to go. There's no other doors. So we're going to have to open it somehow.
Didn't see anybody though.
Well, the doors to the cells are closed, so they're not bars, so they're
Yeah,
actually.
it's hard to say.
But no, he did not see anyone there.
Well, I guess we open it up.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anybody inside the cells, I don't know.
Well,
I doubt they'd want to fight us if they're inside the cells.
but we're assuming that the lever is just for the portcullis, not for the cell doors.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
But if we alert anybody, it's just going to be people who probably just want to get out. So
So you want this opened?
Yep,
I think
throw
so.
the switch or flip the lever.
You throw it. You can see it opens, and from that place, you have access to those 3 doors or to the archway at the end of the hall.
And there's nothing in the
You
cells.
know there's nothing in the hall necessarily, except for you do see a on the far wall away from the doors, there is a hook with 3 keys on it.
Is there anybody in the cells?
You look inside, and the cells are furnished with a straw mattress and a latrine hole. The first cell is empty. The second one looks to have a person laying there, but you can see that there's as if they probably vomited up blood, so they might not be alive. The third cell, there is a human who looks emaciated and is still chained to the wall.
I say we take the
Can't hear
key.
you, Simon, if you've turned it down again.
I go over and check on the human.
All right, well, you grab the cell keys then and open it up and move inside. You can see he warily looks up and tries to speak, getting out probably his name, which is Anjan, but that's about all you can make out of it. If Enzel, you hear it, you probably say by his intonation that he's Gondorian.
Easy, my friend, easy. I offer him a drink of water.
All right. He takes it, kind of blinks a little bit, tries to take some more.
Easy, not too much. You'll make yourself sick. Karen there, can we help this man?
Is
here,
he quote unquote wounded?
He's
Or is
not.
he just starved?
He's starved, obviously been tortured. You could use one of your leaves or potions or something to imbue him with some strength. Maybe even the orcish draught
Gross orc potion.
might be best to get
I
him
won't care what it tastes like.
to get more relevant to his situation, but no, technically you can't heal him.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he wants to drink one of those potions.
He will take it from you, obviously recognizing you as elves. And after he does and sputters up a bit, seems to get a little bit more clearness in his eyes. He relays to you that he was a ranger and a messenger from Gondor, who was being sent back from near Mirkwood, where he had seen, or not he necessarily had seen, but where it had been witnessed there were orcs moving from Dol Guldur. And he has no clear recollection of when he was captured or how long he was been here. But from the look of him, you would say maybe a year he's been here.
Good Lord, and he's still sane?
Barely.
Well, we could send him out the way we came in.
You could. He is a ranger, so if he'd have a chance.
Dromor give him some hard tacks, a hair.
Just a bit back there are plenty of orcish blades and
Plenty of weapons.
bows.
He'll take any chance he can. So if you give him that, he'll leave. And thank you for saving him. He
Okay.
wishes he could stay, but he has no strength. But he'll take his chance, or find Mandos.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. It's a win-win either way for him, I suppose.
Right. And anyone who checks the end of the hall finds a torture chamber, well furnished, with manacles, whips, tongs, pincers, a brazier of hot coals, a rack, and a tub of water. But that is all you find in this chamber.
Drummer look at Armir and said, "You and Enzel can come back later. Let's continue."
Enzel probably knows how to use that stuff.
Probably, yeah. Not for the way he would want, but she probably
No.
use a nice torture chamber.
Safety word, safety word.
But that means that for all the places that you've checked here, you have not seen any other exit.
Wrong
It's gotta be like a-
campaign. We need that sword. We need Bitter Moon
Yeah,
to find
you
secret
do.
doors.
You say it's almost got to be something hidden.
Well, we didn't do any searching for secret doors or secrets anywhere along this. We just marched forward everything that was obvious. So
Check the sconces.
There's 3 sconces in the room, with a torture chamber. None of them seem out of the ordinary, and one in the hall, which doesn't seem out of the ordinary.
What about the other side where we came from?
The guard room,
Yeah.
the guard room has no sconces. But I'll let everyone make an awareness in this chamber.
Stonework out of ordinary, or there's a
I got a
four for
1.
Drummer.
Or
Nice.
Now that you know you're looking for something, it's fairly easy to find here. And you do see that there's a sliding wall leading to the west in this chamber.
I found it.
let's head that way.
All right. You open into a chamber where you can see this room contains various ceremonial robes of those of mannish size. The robes hang on racks. In a black velvet-lined unlocked ebony box, there are 6 fine knives of black steel with black leon edges, which is the black glass edge.
Sacrifice knives.
In one corner, there is a black oak and steel-bound chest. It looks to be locked. There is one door in this room as well. It is on the western wall.
Doesn't look like the keys from the key ring would have a key to fit this, I assume.
It does not.
Be up to Milo.
Checking for traps first.
All right.
Does any of this mean anything to Enzel? Would she recognize what this might be?
These are obviously dark acolyte robes. You've seen them in Umbar. They are not of the service of the direct worshiping of Sauron, but are bound to Morgoth, his master.
Ugh.
Those are old.
Mark, if you wish to, so this is the way we're doing.
So you want me to do criminal then, or?
Well, yes. Criminal is what you're going to roll to take a
But
look
you're
at.
gonna make it a contested roll? Is that how you're gonna do it, or?
No. I'm just going to let you know that if something is trapped, I'm just going to tell you it's trapped. Because all of these locks are inherently bound to the traps. They're nasty little pieces of work. So I'll let you say that they're trapped, but then you'll have to try to determine if you want to open it or disarm that trap. Okay? So you do note that there is a trap on this. It is a nasty little bugger at -2. You're not sure what it does, but if you wish to open it, you can try to disarm it and open at the same time.
Okay,
It'll
so-
be a -2 to a criminal roll.
Okay, so I have a 9 in criminal,
Okay,
so I would need a 7.
that is
Right.
correct.
I'll go for it.
Okay,
6.
yeah.
all right.
Ooh,
You disarm and open. There's a large black ceramic bottle with a stopper of faceted Morian, transparent black stone containing 7 doses of something. Obviously you couldn't identify it yourself. And there is also a mithril and Morian circlet that is beautiful in its designs to be worn upon the brow or the head.
Can Karen there make an alchemy roll?
Intel can too, if nothing else.
Yeah, you can both make it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. I have
Yeah.
alchemy at 9, so.
Both of you would indicate that the circlet itself is bound to some kind of ritualistic dark magic, and to be worn would be very dangerous. The liquid, however, alchemically, you are uncertain, but I'll let Karen Thier make a. You've got herbalism, or is it just alchemy?
It's just alchemy.
Just alchemy? Then I'll let you make that since you're. No, I'll let you both make it. Just make it again, but you'll be at -2 once you've
Okay.
decided that it's not magically imbued.
I missed.
I rolled a 4, so I should be good.
You sniff it, take a look at it, try to determine what it is, but you cannot detect what it is, Karen there. However, the Dark Lady herself has smelled this before. It is called Shubolos, Shubolos, and she notes that it is readily used to tranquilize sacrificial victims. And there are 7 doses of it.
That'd be some nasty
Shibolos,
on
the
the.
new fragrance by Sauron.
That'd be nasty on some arrows.
That would.
Certainly would.
As we
Or
turn
on
around and
Milo's
Tal starts
daggers.
putting on the headband.
Look at that.
Where'd my red lipstick go?
And since our time is almost out, that's a good place to stop there in the robing room. But I will, everyone for that big fight generates 3,325 experience points.
2003-25.
Yep. And that is where I'll end our recording for this evening.